Nobody indeed. What is good? Welcome into Driving the Line. My name is Alan Bell. We got a fantastic show for you today. So good to see all of you. Hope you're having a good Monday so far. Father Whale says the best morning crew. Do small things with great love. Love that. Missed you guys the past couple of days. Buddy, we missed you. Hope you're doing well. Hope everything is great, man. Justin, nobody indeed. Nobody, big dog. Man, what's good? So glad all of you are here. It's going to be a good Monday. Matty Ice said 5-pack drop. What's up, gang? What's up, Ice? Good to see you, man. All right. So here's the question. Who is ready to be done with Eagles games in prime time? Like, I'm not speaking from a football perspective. They're awesome. From a betting perspective, are you ready to be done? The Eagles just absolutely boa constrictor games. They choked them out, and the Denver Broncos are emulating it. They're getting to that point too. So yeah, these Eagles games in prime time, my God, we're gonna have to figure this thing out because it's just a whole lot of nothing. Tina, morning, Tina. Tina's in the club. Tina last night absolutely smoked it with Jamison Williams getting the first touchdown. So shout out to Tina and shout out to everybody that got in the club last night. Great job. Whale, the Eagles defense has turned the corner. Oh, yeah. And, everything that I say is, from a betting perspective, like from a football perspective, they're everything that you could want, right? Like they're absolutely smoking it defensively. But yeah, from a betting perspective, man, it makes it tough, right? So, yeah, we'll keep breaking those down. But these Eagles games, they are tough. Now, speaking of the show yesterday, all right, 5-3, okay? Again, we'll take it. We had to do work yesterday to get this. Sam Darnold pick, we got that one. Patrick Mahomes pick, got that. What about the Titans? I thought they were going to get a win. Titans +7, we get that. Bucks Bills over 47.5. That played out to everything we thought it would be. Steelers money line, 49ers money line, we get that. So 5 wins, 3 losses. Davis Mills doesn't throw a pick. We got the Packers, but the Chiefs lost to the Broncos, and then the Seahawks and the Rams. Man, what a great game that was. And dude, shout out to the Rams, man. They are a tremendous football team. Yeah. So again, 5-3, we'll take it because look, yeah, I was just about to say this. I'll take yesterday for sure. I've heard some horror stories from friends about this weekend, and let me tell you right here, okay? Sometimes I know that picks on this show can get boring, but let me tell you, those are the days that we try to avoid. All right. 5-3. Matty Boy's absolutely right. A lot of my friends got absolutely blasted over the weekend, and we did not. We did not. Now, Eagles games are tough again, but we'll take it. Yeah, Matty Boy, you're exactly right on that one. Exactly right. This weekend was hard. Oh, but you know what? We stuck in there together. We had profitable days on Saturday, profitable days on Sunday. We'll absolutely take it. Yeah, and look, as long as we got Matty Ice out here, hey, who's going to be against us? Let's get it, baby. All right. So, Howie Schwab, crew play of the day. Where are you going tonight? NFL, Cowboys -3.5, Raiders +3.5, over 50.5 or under 50.5. All right, polls in the chat. Vote now. We'll update as we always do at the end of the show. Now, Michael says it best. Finkel was Einhorn this weekend at the Bucks. Yeah, great Ace Ventura reference as well. Finkel was Einhorn. Einhorn was Finkel. Oh, Jim Carrey was that dude. Has anybody seen, speaking of real quick, Jim Carrey way back in the day when he did Vanilla Ice? Please go look at that. I'll tweet it out after the show. Please go watch that. Jim Carrey was the man with impersonations. Absolute man. Anyways, yeah. All right. Where are you going? Cowboys 3.5, Raiders +3.5, over under 50.5. Polls in the chat. Vote now. Update. We do at the end of the show. Martez, good morning, buddy. So good to see you, man. So good to see you. Big Brad, a lot of soccer cappers lose money over international break. Few options, weird results. I went 10-7. Bit of profit, hits harder. Now, great job. And look, Brad's telling you right here. Usually he is on Mondays, but international break, right? So we definitely don't force anything for sure. Maddie, Jim Carrey in Living Color was him. Yeah, he was, dude. Like that. Him doing Vanilla Ice is so good. It's so good. Back when he was James. Yeah, yeah. How crazy is that? Oh my goodness, man. It's hilarious. Yeah, J Lo is a fly girl. Oh my goodness, dude. How awesome is that? Oh, all right. We'll be live tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern, breaking down Monday Night Football. Got the Cowboys and the Raiders. Okay, we need to talk about this. We'll pause there. Join us tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern, right here. Okay, we're gonna break down everything you need. It's gonna be a heck of a game, but we have to have a conversation, and we're gonna get to the picks, and then we're gonna have that conversation. So let's jump into it right now. Okay. All right. First off, Cowboys money line and Geno Smith interception plus 115. Honestly, I don't love betting against the Raiders here. I get it. I understand the Raiders haven't scored. I understand that. Neither the Cowboys. This is not the same Cowboys team from the first couple weeks. Their offense hasn't exactly been lights out either. And when the Cowboys offense isn't going, well, Houston, we got a problem. But look, I'm trying. Okay. Let me get to the picks, and then we're going to jump right into the NFL game because there's a lot that I'm worried about. All right. Cowboys money line, Geno Smith interception plus 115. Dak Prescott interception, playing this by itself plus 100. Ashton Gianti, longest rush, over 13 and a half yards at plus 100. Excuse me. Nikola Jokic of the Denver Nuggets, over 1.5 threes tonight at minus 115. And then in college basketball, we're going to take Tennessee team total over 84 and a half at minus 115. These are the 5 picks. We'll get back to them, but I want to talk about this NFL game because we all need to be on the same page here. Tina says, didn't take long for Goff to get that interception last night. Tina, you absolutely called that. Drilled it. Oh, you were on fire last night. Yeah, you absolutely smoked that one. Oh, that was fantastic. All right. So those are the picks. Now, let's jump into this game. So we have the Cowboys at the Raiders. Cowboys 3.5 point favorite on the road, a total of 50.5. Okay. So the first thing that should throw, alarm signals or whatever is that 3.5. Okay. Go back to your key numbers here. There's a huge difference between 3 and 3.5 in the NFL. 14.4% of all games since 2015, in fact. Big Zach said, if you hit J-Mo in the chat last night, you have your new gym in the Discord now. Welcome to the club, Tina and Martez. Great job, Tina and Martez and Zach. Great job as well, man. Appreciate you as always. Zach, you are the absolute man. All right, so again, remember that 3 and 3.5 is a huge, huge difference, okay? But here is what we need to talk about. Number one, we are in under city right now in the NFL. Not only just in primetime games, which, by the way, unders in primetime games are on a streak. But I believe 9 games so far in the NFL this week alone have hit the under. Okay. So let's couple that with this information. The Las Vegas Raiders problem is they can't score. They can get a bunch of yards. They can move the ball, but they cannot score touchdowns. Okay. What's the problem with the Cowboys? They can't score touchdowns. So, which side do you fall on? The Cowboys offense isn't playing well right now. The Raiders defense can give up a lot. Okay? Pause. The Raiders offense isn't playing well right now. The Cowboys defense can give up a lot. So we have bad versus bad and bad versus bad. What do you do? I ask it as I don't know. I get down on more overs than probably anybody on planet Earth. Addison said that means I'm watching hockey. But all of that I just said can be erased in like 5 minutes tonight because all those games have nothing to do with this. But we had the same conversation yesterday in the morning show. There's a trend right now of unders all over the board and has been. Are we at a point in the season where teams are banged up and tired? Absolutely. Are we getting to a point where we're starting to see divisional games a lot more? Absolutely. Michael said the Raiders need more of Dr. AB's Excedrin and less jar dance. I kept seeing that commercial this weekend and thinking about y'all and laughing. My God. Like they're just celebrating playing softball and doing an on-stage number, and one guy's losing limbs. The celebration is what gets me. They're just dancing and singing while the guy's reading off the hell you're about to go through. Oh, my goodness. So, Michael, well done. Wenzel, what's up, bro? Brad said, is anybody on jar dance tonight? Tony, taking the Cowboys to 2.5. Nice call. And under 59 for plus 120. Smart man. That's a good look right there. That's a real good look. So, again, I throw that to you. What in the world do we do with this game? Tina said some of that Sky Rizzy. Sky Rizzy is the coolest sounding medicine ever. Yeah, took a couple Sky Rizzies. Feeling fine. I apologize to everyone at Sky Rizzy. No. That's what we need. The No Fly Zone sponsored by No Fly Sky Rizzy. Excuse me. The total is under 51. Should I take that? Great question. I don't know. I like, honestly, you asked the question of the day, man. Yeah, no. I got you. No, like you asked 50 points. All right, so let me ask this question. Okay. Do the Cowboys score 20 points? Yes or no? Write it in the chat. Do the Raiders score 20 points? Yes or no? Okay. So let's just go through this. All right. Let's say yes to the you answer in the chat, right? But let's say the Cowboys score 20 plus. Yeah, Raiders 20 points iffy. Okay. So let's do this then. Cyclone, morning crew, and I think Cowboys can score 20 points. Good morning, buddy. Good to see you. Tony says Dallas, yes, Raiders, no. Okay, so let's play this game. So if we think that is how it goes, so Dallas is down for what? If we say 20 points, let's say 3 touchdowns. Okay, let's just use that. So got Dallas down for 3 touchdowns. The Raiders were saying don't score 20 points. Okay. Now, again, just use it as an example. You do this how you see it, right? So if we say no to the Raiders scoring 20 points, then that means that they're either going to score 2 touchdowns, 1 touchdown, or 0 touchdowns. Okay. So let's say 2 touchdowns. Say 2 touchdowns and a field goal. Okay. So now let's go through that exercise. So Dallas, and again, this doesn't have to be accurate. We're just doing our pre-work before the work. So Dallas, if we have them for 3 touchdowns, who's scoring those 3 touchdowns? Okay. For the Raiders, if we have them scoring 2 touchdowns, who's scoring those 2? And do they get a field goal? 17 points, right? All right. Now, if we've got 21 for Dallas, if we've got 14 or let's just say 17 for the Raiders, that's 38. Okay. So in our scenario, that again, doesn't have to be spot on accurate. We're just doing our work. So in our scenario here, we have the Cowboys winning 21-17 roughly, 5 touchdowns in the game. Okay. So going off that variant, if we just think that there's roughly 38 points scored in this game. Now, is this a game that you tease? Okay. So you could take teasers either way. You could roll with the Cowboys. All right. And I mean, you could theoretically make them a plus 3.5 and move that total to what? 56.5 and play the under. So in that scenario, if you did that, 56, that gives you on, from our estimate of 38, that's what, 18 points? So, yeah. Now, again, that doesn't mean that we're correct. But I've got a feeling that for the most part, we're generally pretty close. So then, and I'll pull this up full screen. So going through this same scenario, now, what we always did, like media-wise, is if you have a story, okay, you take the main story. Let's just say, I don't know, Titans hire John Gruden, okay? Let's just use that as a scenario. So that's your main story, okay? Titans hire John Gruden. You love that handwriting there, right? So anyways, then you start to tree branch off of that, okay? John Gruden used to coach at the University of Tennessee. He met his wife when he was an assistant coach at Tennessee. He has Tennessee connections. Hey, there's one storyline right there. Second storyline, John Gruden ready to get back in the NFL. What's his return look like? There's a storyline. You see what I'm saying? John Gruden as a young quarterback from Miami. How's he going to do with, Cam Ward? There's a third story. So that's kind of how it works. You tree branch. Now, the same thought process is, okay, if we have 3 touchdowns for the Cowboys, we have 2 touchdowns for the Raiders. So who do we think are going to score those touchdowns? Do we think that it's going to be on the ground? Do we think it's going to be in the air? Do we think it's going to be defensively? Right. So you could start to map out, okay, well, I think CD Lamb's going to score a touchdown, and I think Ashton Gianti is going to get one. Right. So however you see it, you could start to work that out. So if anybody's ever looking for a strategy of like, hey, you know what? I'm new to sports betting, or I've been doing this a long time. I need a different way of thinking. How do you break it down? That's exactly how I start a game right there. And sometimes it works great. Sometimes you're completely off in your score projection. But for the most part, all of you know ball, right? And if you start with that and just do kind of simple work on it, I promise you, it'll pay off big time in the long run. Now, you can't do it for every game, and you can't do it, I'm going to do the 30 NFL games and 100. Like, nobody has that time. But on these, Monday night, Thursday night, Sunday night games, it's a good way to go. We do the same thing with the Eagles games. Now, unfortunately, they have just not been scoring. But again, that's kind of the thought process. So if that helps, I hope that it does. If it doesn't, hey, throw it out the window, right? Don't need it. But hopefully, if anybody was ever looking for kind of a strategy of how to go about, betting football games, that's kind of mine. So, all right, let me throw the picks back up here again, and then let's talk some more here. All right, Cowboys money line, Geno Smith interception plus 115. Dak Prescott 1 interception plus 100. Ashton Gianti longest rush over 13.5 yards plus 100. Nikola Jokic over 1.5 threes tonight minus 115. And then Tennessee in college basketball tonight against Rice. Team total over 84.5. And shout out to Rice, by the way. I don't know if anybody's familiar. That is a beautiful, beautiful university. If anybody's ever seen Rice before, oh, super, super nice. Out there in Texas, Rice is a very nice school. Very nice. Tina, last night's game once again fit the primetime script we've been seeing, low scoring and slow. Absolutely. And that's what scares me, right? Is that, when you have those games and you bet a bunch of props, at least on the overs, you can really get hurt. And the unders, like betting prop unders is brutally difficult. It's so hard to do. Brad, Raiders scored 20 plus, 3 out of 4 at home, conceded 20 plus and 6 out of 8, one being Titans. So irrelevant. Dallas scored 20 plus, 8 of 9, conceded 20 plus, 9 of 9 matches this season. I'm going over. Yeah. Okay. Number one, excellent work right there from Brad. Number two, no doubt, man. Like, that's the thing is we look at these offenses and no, they're not scoring, right? But, I mean, which gives way? Or, and here's the tough part too, and exactly what Tina just said. Something doesn't have to give way. It just could be a lot of nothing, which is brutal. Left tackle out, left guard out, right guard out. Running the ball will be tough, and Geno getting sacked. That's the other thing, too. Does anybody remember the last game we saw third down came, they couldn't get a pass off. And I'm not blaming that on Geno. That was the offensive line. And exactly why I'm taking Gianti here on the longest rush is because, dude, that late third quarter draw is going to be there. It might have to be one of those, but it's going to be there. Father Whale, betting prop unders is a quick way to get limited by books also. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Because, look, the discipline to bet unders is serious. Like, that you're a professional. You're a professional bettor. Books absolutely pay attention to that. Michael, as an architect, the ultimate prestige is to be commissioned to design a building on the Rice campus. Is it really? Like, Rice is unbelievably beautiful. It is. I mean, it is ungodly nice. So nice. That's awesome, man. Dude, that's great. I love it. All right, so let's jump into college basketball here. Some interesting games. Cyclone. Is there anything we need to pay attention to with Iowa State tonight? And again, I ask it the same thing that I'm asking like myself with Tennessee tonight with the Rice game. Is there a way to play it? And there might not be. Iowa State, a 37.5 point favorite, total 146.5. Again, there might not be a way to play this. Do what you will with a 37.5 point spread. Although in college basketball, don't overlook these, but Jesus, that's a lot of points. No chill. Hey, and real quick. Okay, hold on. No chill. LSU women's basketball tonight versus Tulane. Take LSU in the spread. Trust me. Let me say this as well. And I can tell you from years of friendship with No Chill, they know what the hell they're talking about with women's basketball, with the WNBA, from a game perspective, from a betting perspective, from all of it. Trust me. Follow, like, subscribe, No Chill Sports Media. Do yourself the favor. I promise you. Been friends for a long time, and they know what the hell they're talking about here. So make sure, follow, like, subscribe, all that, and appreciate that look for sure. Hey, respect. I listen too. I take notes and bet from y'all too. Absolutely. Yeah. Make sure they are great. So yeah, the Iowa State, there might not be any way to play this. Wisconsin and SIU Edwardsville, again, might not be a way to play this. 25.5 point favorites, total of 143.5. I mean, what do you do? Hey, Japan, SIU, Edwardsville, the OGs. No, I'm rolling with you. Cyclone, pass on Iowa State's too much. Yeah, there's nothing negative about the team. The numbers just, there might just not be anything to play. You know what I mean? Same thing. I say with Rice and Tennessee. Tennessee's a 26.5-point favorite, a total of 142.5. I'm not playing 26.5. I am playing Tennessee team total, though. I'm fascinated to see what Rick Barnes does tonight. I think he wants to put some points up. Monday night. Beautiful night in Knoxville, Tennessee. Yeah. We'll take a shot here. Southern Utah and Gonzaga. Again, 35.5-point favorite. I mean, Gonzaga is an absolute wagon. 4-0, 3-0 at home. And it doesn't appear that Southern Utah is fantastic. I don't know much about Southern Utah. But I know Gonzaga is the real deal. Boys can play. And I'll say this. You see that 19 by their name? It ain't going to be 19 for long. It's going to be better. Yeah. I don't know what the team total is. I assume it's going to be through the roof here. Yeah. I said Southern Utah is ass. Yeah, like I'm not going to pretend ever on this show. I don't know much about Southern Utah. Gonzaga's pretty good, though. These spreads are so difficult, though. They're so tough. That description's funny. All right. Yeah, the NBA. All right, so we're getting back. Regular season. What you doing tonight? We'll walk through the games. Let's see if we got anything. All right, Bucks and the Cavs. Brad, AB, Japan smashes UFC card he gave out last week. Big shout out for the boy. Absolutely. We were talking about that Sunday morning, man. Japan smoked it. Absolutely smoked it. So proud of him. So proud of him. Dude's knowledgeable for sure, man. Japan, great job, man. Proud of you, bro. Yeah, Bucks and Cavs. Cavs 6.5-point favorite. Total two. Here, I'll pull this up full screen. 235.5. Pacers and the Pistons. My God. Japan said we put DTL on the map. That's you, baby. That's you. Hell yeah. The Pacers are 1-12. Let me say that one more again. The Pacers are 1-12. 0-7 on the road. Pistons 10.5-point favorite. Clippers 76ers. Clippers are 4-9. Do what you will there. 76ers 5.5-point favorite. Knicks in the Heat. Knicks got some injuries they're dealing with. This will be a decent little game. Heat 1.5-point favorite. Total 241.5. Big total there. Yeah, 76 do got some young dogs. Cortez, taking big spreads. You could take other team unders on team total. I've been green the last few days. Cortez, that's a great look, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, we all do, man. That's a good call. Hornets and the Raptors. Raptors 8.5-point favorite. Mavs and the Timberwolves. Yeah, 14.5-point favorite. Thunder and the Pelicans. Oh, dude, a 17.5-point favorite on the road in the NBA on a Monday. A 17.5-point favorite. That is a massive number in the NBA. A massive number. And so is this. Dude, the Nuggets are 2 touchdown favorites. The Bulls going through it right now. We're on Jokic on threes. Again, be careful when you got blowout games like this. I mean, The Thunder are 17.5-point favorites on the road. That's huge, man. Yeah. Japan, you did get everybody's bills paid. I'm proud of you, bro. I love it. All right. Picks today. Cowboys money line. Geno Smith interception plus 115. Dak Prescott interception plus 100. Ashton Deante of the Raiders longest rush over 13.5 yards. Plus 100. Nikola Jokic of, I almost said the Broncos, of the Nuggets over 1.5 threes minus 115. Then Tennessee in basketball tonight against Rice. Tennessee team total over 84.5. Justin said, take the Thunder first half team total over 59.5. I like that look, man. And, that's kind of the on the same path that Dizzle was breaking down in regards to, in football, when we have, big favorites have taken first halves. It's a smart play, man. I like that a lot. Scott, my boy said, morning, AB. Morning, Scotty, too hottie. 808. My boy, it's good to see you, man. Man, Nikola Jokic at tight end would be dude, he'd be a problem at tight end. A problem. The Howie Schwab crew play of the day. Where did you go? Cowboys minus 3.5. Raiders plus 3.5. Did you go with the over 50.5, or did you go with the under 50.5? And the poll results are the Cowboys 3.5 at 56%. Now look below that. Nice little race here for second place. But go with the Cowboys on the spread at minus 3.5. Excellent call there. All right. Now, real quick, I want to talk about one thing, and then we'll get out of here. And this has nothing to do with sports, but it might help you. It might not help you, but it helps me. If you come across things in life that can be frustrating, can give you anxiety, small to-do lists help me out a ton. And the key for me is, when there are things going on that you can't control. All right. Staying center and just remembering in my head, like, okay, stay on script. What are we supposed to do? What's the do? Like, if you find yourself with anxiety and a lot of things in your head of like, I got to do this, I got to do that, might not help everybody. Might not be anything at all. But I deal with that a ton. And for me, if you just write little things down, again, this might not help anybody on anything, but if it does, holler at me, because I deal with anxiety a lot too. And for the most part, a lot of that really comes back down to when I get out of whack on like a to-do schedule. You know what I mean? When I get off, repetition, right? Schedule, so to say, it helps me. So just a little thing. It might not mean anything, but if you are somebody who, you deal with anxiety a lot, I do. Trust me. I deal with anxiety a lot. And for the most part, kind of figuring out that when it hits me bad is kind of when I get off kilter of a schedule or repetition. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it might help you. It might not. But the bigger part is that if you're out there and you deal with anxiety, again, it could be very small things in your life. It could be, very, and when I say small things, I mean, proximity, right? Like it could be family, it could be house, whatever, or it could be things that are out of your control, right? The economy, politics, whatever. Any of those things that you can't, and let me say this, especially on things that you can't control, that's what gets me too, right? Is that you start getting anxiety because you want to help or you want to fix things or whatever, but you realize you're like, man, there's just not a lot I could do. Get it out. If you can't affect it, don't stress it. You know what I mean? It's easier said than done, but I just wanted to, if you deal with anxiety, you're not alone. in that one. I deal with it really bad. And lists help me a ton. And maybe something else will help you. And if it does, let me know because I'd love to try it. But anxiety can sometimes cripple me, man. And for the most part, what I found is that if I just take 5 minutes to just breathe, I was talking about the 4-7-8 thing, take, 4 seconds, breathe in, hold it for 7 seconds, exhale for 8 seconds. Do that 10 times, my man, you will get rid of anxiety. It works for real. But yeah, things like that, when I start getting real anxious, it I find, at least for me, it's because I'm getting out of whack. I'm getting out of my repetition of what I need to be doing. So to-do list, and it can literally be, sometimes I have to break it down to take out trash. You know what I mean? And there's something cathartic about checking a box off as well, even if it's very small items. It helps me, right? Like doing the smallest things in the world gets me back to center. And it's like, okay, all right, I've got myself back, right? So again, might help, might not. But yeah, lists, man, they definitely help. Joe, gonna try to get beat. I'm getting anxiety as I age, which I never thought through the age of 40. Buddy, I'm right there with you. It's new to me. I'm not used to it. And yeah, so that's why I say I am not a doctor. I am not giving you medical advice. Do not take me as a medical expert. But that's why I bring it up, man, is because I'm not used to it either. And it's weird. And it's like, okay, why is it happening? You know what I mean? Like, what is the problem? And it's something that through life, you just kind of figure out. So, look, I don't mind bringing these things up. I like talking about it because it helps me a ton. So, if you're somebody who's like, "What in the world is this?" You're good. We got the pics, we got all that up. But, yeah, anxiety, man, if it hits you, you're not the only one. I promise you. It cripples me at times, and you would laugh if you saw some of the stuff that I'll write on a to-do list. But exactly that, Scotty just said it right there. Keep it simple, and that is the key for me. Is that usually anxiety means that things are getting out of hand, right? Like out of control. I'm trying to do too much. A good way to think about it is like, you ever play video games? You ever play Mario? Level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5, right? They get harder. They get harder. Life is kind of like that in a weird way. Like when I start getting anxiety, it's because I'm like, I may have jumped to a level. Like I'm trying to do too much. You know what I mean? Or I'm not good at this or whatever. It could be anything, but trying to figure it out has been exactly what this conversation is. Yeah. So Joe, I completely feel you, man. Life is weird. And you just feel these you're like, why am I anxious? What the hell is going on? Um, yeah. Ian, I just came out with a brain that's a little broken. That's all, buddy. I feel you in that too. Like, yeah, Bibbo. Good morning, DTL. Good morning, buddy. Here, let me throw the picks back up one more time. So yeah, if anybody deals with anxiety, let me know what works for you, because just getting myself back to center and back to simple is working for me. It might not work after a while. I don't know. I'm learning as you are, right? Applesauce brain, bro. It's real. It's real. Oh my goodness. Bibbo, I took today off of work for my birthday, and I do make my bed every morning. Bibbo, happy birthday to you, big dog. And you definitely deserve that, dude. You definitely deserve it. Sorry. These aren't the picks yesterday. Sorry. Bibbo, happy birthday, bro. Oh man. Happy for you, man. All right. So the picks. Cowboys money line, Geno Smith, interception, Dak Prescott, 1+ pick. Ashton Gianti, longest rush over 13.5 yards. Nikola Jokic, over 1.5 threes at -115. And Tennessee basketball team total over 84.5 at -115 as well. Big Scotty got in the club. Yes, sir. I love it. All right. We'll be live tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern. So come join us. Cowboys at the Raiders. It's going to be great. Monday's going to be great. Absolutely. Going to be a solid day. All of us together. How could anybody stop us? All right. See you live tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern. Until then, everybody, best of luck. Let's cash these tickets. Let's have a good day. We'll see you tonight. Peace. Who's got it better than us? Nobody.